Oh, no Falcon. Falcon was not first. Andrew, Chris, what's happening? Hey. Huh? Huh? What you think? Toro Greensmaster 1600. Got rid of the, well, I sold the Greensmaster 1000 and found this sucker right down the road. So I gotta get it, and I gotta check the height of cut before I mow with it the first time this time, because some of you may remember that I didn't check the height of cut when I got the Greensmaster 1000, and it was at like 1/4 of an inch, and it went terribly. So yeah, so I need to adjust the height of cut. So yeah, what's going on? Anybody? Oh, there we go. No, yeah, 1600. It's a 26-inch. So Jeremy, shut up. So yeah, so the difference between this, other than it being a 26-inch, the real difference, the real difference is the reel. So this has a 8-blade reel, which is supposed to mow better at a little higher height of cut. You know, so since I'm mowing at like 0.65, give or take, it should work a little better. Yeah, so I don't even know what this is set at right now, so I need to check that. So it looks, this is set at 0.37 inches. So it's pretty short. I need to bump it up a bit. So when you're adjusting the height of cut on these machines, you loosen this bolt right here, and then you bring this down. So as you unscrew this, it drops this bar right here, raising your height of cut. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna mow with it. I'm super excited. So you just use a 9/16 wrench, and yeah. Pretty easy. Point 3.5. Russ, do you have one of those fancy Swordman mowers that's super easy to adjust? Jeremy, man, $199. You the man, Jeremy. Jeremy of the Greener Lawn, everybody. I appreciate that, Jeremy. Yeah, I know your fancy Swordman mowers, all super nice and easy to adjust. You just like move your thing up and down. But can you adjust it to the 1,000th of an inch, Russ? Can you? I didn't think so. And is it a freaking 26-inch cut? I don't think so. I'm still jealous though. Alright. Where we at now? Ooh, almost a half an inch. Yeah, if you had this fancy hide to cut bar, maybe you could adjust it. But you don't. And I'm not going to share because you're making me feel bad. Francis, what's up, man? Yeah, Jeremy's a big baller right now. Yeah, ballin'. That's because I bought his lunch yesterday. He's trying to pay me back. Although I owe him more money, so. 0.55. Getting there. This is like the most exciting YouTubes of all time right here. Lowering. Coven! What's up, big man? Coven's doing big stuff. Or as Jeremy of the Greener Lawn would say, Coven. 0.6? Oh, we're freaking close. 0.61? Oh man, 0.65 on the dot. So Francis, I did like the John Deere better, but one of the big reasons I liked the John Deere better was because it had a grooved roller and it cut better. And obviously this has a grooved roller, so it should cut better. Excuse me. But this also has an 8-blade reel, so it should cut way better. That's the big reason I got this mower. I didn't need this mower, but I sold the other one because I knew of this mower and I wanted an 8-blade really bad. Ever since I went up to Connors and mowed with his 8-blade. So the difference in the rollers is having the having these grooved rollers doesn't lay the grass down as much in the front, and so it cuts better. I know that the lawn tools, if he's still hanging out in here, what's up, man? I know he said when he switched out his smooth roller to a grooved roller that it worked a whole lot better. So I'm excited to. You want to see the results of the Carbon X? All right, look at this. Look at the lawn. You see the lawn? It's pretty green. Pretty green. Getting there. All right. I got distracted. So put this back. You guys are distracting me. All right, 0.65. .65. It's ready. I'm excited. Tighten this back up. First pull. All right. You guys ready to see the lawn? See what it looks like? It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Oh my gosh. The 8-blade cuts so good. The 8-blade cuts so much better. Oh my gosh, I love it. This was a solid investment. The 8-blade cuts it so nice. Look at that. Matt, man, I appreciate it. I did take out the light. Oh man, the 8-blade is so nice. Look at that. Single triples. Should I do single well, I already did 2 and then, or should I go back and do triples that way? Should I do single triples? Is that what you're wanting, Coben? Coben? What do you want from me? Coben? Single doubles. All right, single doubles it is. Connor did not give me this mower. Connor tried to sell me a mower for way more than I paid for this mower. So yeah. This mower cuts my grass so quick though. Like, I'm gonna be done in like 10 minutes. What do you think? Looks good. The JD, the neighbor's lawn looks nice. Yeah, these nice, beautiful lime green spotches are amazing. All right. What you think? They look pretty good. Lag. I know I'm on the Wi-Fi and I'm getting away from the house. Here, we'll take you down as per the request. That better, Coven? Is that what you want? Is that what you want from me? The 8-blade cuts better when you're mowing a little longer, JD. At least that's what all the experts say. There it is. Whole front yard. Well, I didn't do the park strips yet, or hell strips, or whatever you want to call them, Coven. But got some decent stripes off the old 1600. I think it looks good. Dude, I think I got most of the thatch out, George. At least I tried. Dude, I love that 1600. It's so much better than the 1000. Ugh. So what's happening, people? It's like 60 degrees here right now, which is really weird because it's obviously the end of June. So what's up? What did I miss? Did I miss anything in here? Live chat. Yeah, I'm mowing at 0.65. Coven, yeah, more blades are better and men are toxic. Correct. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird here right now. Tomorrow the high is only like 65, so it's not awesome. I mean, it's nice for the grass. What, you're trying to level your lawn, JD? What kind of grass do you have? Yeah, we've had a lot of rain here. It's been an odd summer. Last summer it was like 95 degrees every day. You have rye. How bad is it? Is it super uneven? Like, do you have really big dips and stuff in the lawn, or just like little ones? I know you do like saying hell strip, because Coven is he's a Marine, and he's awesome. Yeah, small ones, man. I would do sand if it's really not bad. That's what I did here, and the sand was fine. I had no issues. The grass looks great this year, but we're having a really mild year, so that helps too. I'd go for sand, man, for sure. Yeah, so I did do a leveling video. It was the first video I did, and it was really crappy, but people still watch it. 14 and 11 blade. Yeah, man, go for it. Do sand. Yeah, I did sand last year with the help of Jeremy of the Greener Lawn. I mean, he was kind of here for a little while. That helped. But yeah, I leveled with sand. It worked out great. It's a pain in the butt. It's a lot of work if you don't have a top dressing machine, but it's super, super helpful. Like, it made all the difference in the world with reel mowing, because I was reel mowing before and it was just like bumping and bouncing, and it was terrible. It looked okay, but it was not fun to mow. And now with one leveling, it helped out. I mean, it's so much better. I'm planning on doing a total renovation, and when I do that, I'm going to bring in some topsoil and level it a whole lot better. But yeah, I mean, you definitely could use sand and soil, JD. That wouldn't hurt. I know a lot of people do that as well. I didn't have to bring in that much. I brought in 3 yards all I did was the front. I brought in 3 yards and leveled the front. I didn't worry about the back because my kids play back there and tear it up, and the dog pees back there, and it's just not. Yeah, I don't care about the back that much. I try to care about the back, and I want to make it nice, and it's fairly nice, but it's not great. But yeah, I used about a yard per 1,000 square feet. And that got me like a super, super teensy tiny fine layer of sand all the way across most places, and then filled in the dips and the undulations in the yard. And yeah. yeah, about a yard per 1,000 square feet is what I used. And it wasn't perfect, but it worked pretty good. So I accidentally like hit one of these flowers right here and broke it off because I'm not used to this machine yet. So it's going to take a little getting used to. That 26-inch cut feels huge. PGR, yeah, I did put PGR down. I put T-Nex down like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and yeah, it's helping, working great. T-Nex is awesome. If you guys are mowing sub 1 inch, you should absolutely get on the interwebs. Go to domyown.com and get a gallon of T-Nex. Or there's Paclo or Tide Paclo, or which is a little different product. It's a different active ingredient that's supposed to work better, but it's also more expensive. I know Matt Martin did a really good video where he explained all the different kinds of plant growth regulators. And from what I understand from that video, the Paclo, the active ingredient that's in the Paclo is a little bit longer residual and is taken into the plant a little bit differently. I think the Paclo and the Tide Paclo is absorbed through the roots instead of the foliarly absorbed T-Nex. But I don't know, I've never used it. It's a lot more expensive, and T-Nex is already expensive. You're not allowed to use PGR en masse? Really? Like none? I can't believe you can't get any plant growth regulators there. That seems that sucks. Man, it helps so much when you're mowing like super short. You should try to smuggle some in or something. Doesn't scalp in areas that aren't level, but there's a huge color variation. Yeah, you can really tell if you haven't leveled Coven. Yeah, it does make the grass thicker too, Russ. But if you haven't leveled, you can tell where it hits and scalps a little bit. But the nice thing about reel mowers, I was having this conversation with Connor yesterday, actually. He was like, man, people need, if they get a reel mower, they need to just go mow. You don't have to level, because his justification is when you have bumps and stuff in your yard, and it totally makes sense. If you have bumps in your yard, right, and you're using a rotary motor that has 4 wheels, and your front, let's say your front right wheel hits that bump, it's going to tilt the whole mower, and you're going to scalp. And that's where you get your scalp marks when you're mowing super short. But if you use a reel mower that has a roller in the front and a roller in the rear, it spans those bumps. Or even if like the corner gets down into like a hole or a bump, the rest of it's going to stay flat, and so it's going to mow straight across instead of scalping. I mean, if you hit a big bump, or if there's like a whole dip that your whole roller dips down into, yeah, you're gonna scalp. But for the most part, I do agree that you're gonna scalp a little less with a reel mower. Yeah, but so I just picked up this Toro Greensmaster 1600. Any of you that were not here. And it's a 26-inch cut. Francis, I'm not sure on Bermuda. I would think, but it may slow your growth. I would probably not spray it in the areas that you're trying to get filled in, but man, I'm a cool season grass guy. I haven't played with that stuff with Bermuda. That's like a Matt Martin real low dad Johnny Ware kind of question. But I would think that you would be able to do that, like I said, and just not spray it over there. Yeah, so I got this Greensmaster 1600, and because I sold the Greensmaster 1000, and the big reason why I wanted that Greensmaster 1600 over the 1000 is that the 1600 has a 8-blade reel on it, and the 11-blade reel that I have on my John Deere and I had on the Greensmaster 1000, it would miss a lot of spots. Like the cut quality wasn't great. I only bought one reel mower this week, JD. I looked at a ton though. I found this guy close to me that he does contract work for golf courses, and he's got like 30 or 40 walk behind reel mowers, but a lot of them were junk because he's got them in like an open air barn, and they're just sitting there. And so the ones he was showing me, he's like, oh yeah, they've been in here for 2 years, and he left fuel in them, and they've gotten rain on them, and they're rusty and nasty and just not great. But I found this one right here. I found it at a Toro dealer down in Salt Lake, and they sold it to me for a pretty cheap price, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I love it. It cuts so nice. See you, Coben. Thanks for coming, man. Hey, everyone go check Coben's channel out. Go subscribe. Dude, that place seriously was a museum of reel mowers. That dude had like the old school, like old school push manual reel mowers. He had Jacobson reel mowers. He had Toro reel mowers. He had John Deere reel mowers. He even had a couple crappy California trimmers. He had some McLean's buried in there. Brandon, what's up, man? I mowed my grass. Look. You see it? Doesn't come across very good. Is this better? Yes. I got a new mower, Brandon. I got a new mower. I got this beautiful mower right here. Look at it. Look at it. Ooh, boy. Bell of the ball. It's a pretty sweet mower. Yeah. Homeowners are leasing reel mowers though, man. I don't. These are all mowers that came off of lease from golf courses. So like the one that I have here. It did come with a catcher, and that's the best part. I haven't even edged. I have not edged, Brandon, so the edges are not crispy. Not like you down there in Florida, or where are you? You're in Florida, right? I did put down Carbon X on the yard, so that's a good question, Mr. Joe. So this is, I did not get it from Ben Lomond, so I put down Carbon X on Saturday here, and it has greened up a little bit more. It looks really good. The color is nice. The thickness is good. But yeah, I'm liking Carbon X. I think it's a good product. If we go back here, I know you guys all want to see Super Juice, right? How is Super Juice? Don't mind my backyard. It's overgrown. So here's the backyard. It's really overgrown. But it looks pretty good too, I think. the color's not as dark. I mean, it's really dark in places where my dog pees. But I mean, overall, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's not as much nitrogen, so it's not going to push growth. Yeah, really, I put down hardly any nitrogen with it, so I don't think that it'll push growth quite like the front is growing right now. Don't judge my edges, Brandon. Yeah, I looked at a groomer, man. They had a model. They had a 1600 with a groomer. Yeah, they had a 1600 with a groomer, man. That he wanted double what I paid for the 1600 without one, and I just couldn't justify spending twice as much money just to add a groomer. So I didn't. Yeah, where'd the comments go? They disappeared. Somebody else said something. Yeah, the prep time on Super Juice does suck, man. Like, you know, you gotta measure it out, and then you gotta dump it in hot water, and then mix it up, and then if you use freaking marking dye sucks. It gets everywhere. Like, I'm still finding marking dye in places like on my legs, and like getting it out from under my fingernails, and it's just a mess. So there's that. The prep time does suck. BioStim pack is better than Super Juice. Man, I don't know. I'm not saying that anything's necessarily better or worse. I do want to try the PGF Complete. The only hesitation that I have with PGF Complete is it's probably very similar to the PGF fertilizer that Anderson's already putting out. Only since it's going to be private labeled for Doc, it's going to be expensive. So yeah, but I'm going to try it. Might as well. I know people are very interested to see what the results are. I'm not playing in the porta potty, Joe. And I have not. What do you mean tried rocks for your dog? Like feed my dog rocks? I don't know that I want to feed my dog rocks. Come on, JD. What do you mean by rocks for your dog? How do your neighbors prevent their wheel marks on your turf? They don't drive on my lawn. Problem solved. Pea rocks. I don't know what that is, so no, I have not tried that. I've never heard of that. Like, literally never heard of pea rocks. I'm willing to try it though, because my dog has started peeing like everywhere. Like, he used to pee in like this small area and always pee in the same spots, and now he's just started peeing all over the backyard. I did pick up some like complete patch seed. It's a perennial ryegrass patch seed, and I'm gonna try that here the next day or two. Start putting some of that down to see if I can grow the dead spots back, and then just kind of do that as the dog pees everywhere and kills everything. It's a really good. Eli is a great dog, other than killing my backyard, but that's why he stays in the backyard and doesn't come in the front. But what are these pea rocks you're talking about, JD? I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Man, I killed those flowers. I'm not happy about that. I need to take the transport axles. Rock dogs. Google it. All right. I will Google it after I get off of here. He thought that Jeremy of the Green Earth Lawn thought that 3 to 4 pounds of Carbon X was too heavy. I thought that's what they were recommending. That's what Alan's recommending. He said use 3 pounds of Carbon X per 1,000 square feet. That's what I did. That doesn't seem like that would be very heavy at all. I don't think that's even a pound of nitrogen. I'm not good at math, but because it's only 24% nitrogen in a 50-pound bag, so that's what, 12 pounds of nitrogen for the 50-pound bag. So if you put down 3 pounds, I mean that can't even be a pound of nitrogen. All right, I'll look at that, JD. Not right now, but I will look at it in a minute. Yeah, that seems. Jeremy of the Greener Lawn, does he really even know? He's just trying to get you to use less. I don't know why though. You would think that he would want you to use more, so you can buy some more. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought Alan had done the math and said that was like 3/4 pound. Yeah, isn't that what you want to do? That's what I did. I think the lawn looks good. Yeah. So I've got to figure out when I want to put it down again though. That's the big thing, because like I'm gonna put down Super Juice in the back every 2 weeks for the next month or so, just to see what it does, see if it helps or doesn't help. You know, right now it looks pretty good for the first application. But it looked okay to begin with. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't terrible. No, I don't get ruts from their mower. I do get really pissed off because he's out there playing basketball right now, but I get a little upset that he mows with he side discharges, and he'll use his side discharge and aim it on the property line and shoot his weed filled grass all over mine. So I don't love that, but I mean, it's that he doesn't drive onto my lawn with his little lawn tractor. You could rotate biostim products. The biostim products are good, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not in love with them necessarily. I don't know. I use what I have on hand and what I can find for cheap. Yeah, granular is really easy. So like putting down Carbon X was super easy because you just dump it in your hopper and away you go. But yeah, I don't know. I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, whatever I get my hands on. Like I got some humic acid, some liquid humic for super cheap, so I've been using that. I haven't bought any of the Greene County stuff. I have not, Joe. I haven't put down any fungicide. I probably should have put down some fungicide. See you, JD. Thanks for hanging out. I have put down fungicide in the past, but I haven't put down any. I probably should put down some preventative stuff, especially with it being cooler and the amount of rain that we've got lately, but I haven't put any down yet. I think I've got some heritage in the garage that I could put down. I just haven't done it. Yeah, dude, I love liquid iron, especially like if I've got people coming over or something like that. I'll put down some liquid iron for sure, because it greens up. I mean, it only lasts like 3 or 4 days though. That's the biggest issue. Is it's a quick green up. You know, I mean, you can see green up in a couple of hours with liquid iron, but then it also goes away really quick, and so it kind of sucks because you got to use a lot. But it looks good. You know, if you've got a special occasion coming up or something, I like to use it. Ugh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, propiconazole is really good, man. Did you do a liquid or a granule? Good. That's good to hear. Liquid. Yeah, liquid's good, man. Liquid's cheap. A lot of times liquid is a lot cheaper, even if the bottle is more expensive than like a bag. But you know, if you look at per application cost, a lot of times the liquid's a lot cheaper. But yeah, that's why they say to do preventative, right? So you don't have that issue. But I haven't done it. Yeah, I've heard good things about Disease X. I've never used it. But I mean, it's pretty hot right now. Lots of people are using Disease X. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna mow these park strips real quick and call it a night. So yeah. Any other questions before I cut this thing off? Good, Joe. I think if you put that down now, if you're starting to get a little bit of fungus, that hopefully you can head it off before it like destroys your lawn. Hopefully. The granule, yeah. I think you'll be good, man. I really do. If you go ahead and put it down now before it gets too bad. But make sure you do your follow-up. You read a report that carbon fertilizer is not special and don't do anything. Well, it could be. I don't know. That's why I'm trying it. It looks like it's working well. I don't know that it's any more special than other fertilizers. That's the big question, right? Is it better than just the regular fertilizer, synthetic fertilizer that you can get from Home Depot or IFA or Do My Own or anywhere like that? Like, is it that much better? I'm not sure. I have no idea what you're talking about, George. No clue. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a follow-up video on 1 week results of Carbonex and Super Juice. So I think I'm gonna film that Saturday. We'll see when I can get that out, if it's nice. Hey, thanks for watching, Tim, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call it quits. It's getting really windy, and Yeah, I mean, Carbon X isn't the only one making a carbon fertilizer. It may be good, it may not. I mean, it may be awesome. I don't know. That's why I used it. That's why I wanted to try it. Yeah. So, anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Hey, hit the like button, thumbs up. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you